California foothills, considered to be semi-desert. There is no rain more or less from May to October, sometimes end of October. The earth in those months becomes like cement. The only thing that survives here are pines, a variety of oaks, manzanita, toyon, a variety of brush. Blackberries are doing okay, but it's really tough environment for vegetable or fruit gardens. One has to work really hard to get anything growing here, and yet some people insist on having gardens. Today we're gonna be visiting Juliana, who maintains her garden in this not so garden friendly environment, and we will see how she's doing it.
This is where I grow vegetables. Welcome to my kingdom.
Oh, what did you put on your tomatoes?
That's diatomaceous earth. It was those little alien looking things, the green ones. Aphids. There were a little bit of aphids coming in.
Right.
So I put diatomaceous earth. Yes, to try to, discourage them a bit.
So you got like not marigolds,
Nasturtiums,
and
basil.
basil.
I have bees hiding among the tomato plants. Here.
Oh, okay.
And the tomatoes. And there's some scatter beets and some onions that are trying to fight their way through.
Does it get sun?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's just at this time no more. It gets the sun from the morning till about 3 in the afternoon. That's the average. This is my favorite rose bush. And she is called ketchup and mustard. I call it vanilla and strawberry, like it better. But it has these
like
lovely colors.
2 colors or
Yes,
3 colors.
it's a two-tone one. And this weekend is going to be really hot, so I have the green cloth to cover them. These are the spaghetti squashes. And everything in between is arugula, because I got tired of fighting with the insects with lettuce.
They eat it all.
And arugula is fantastic. No insects. It's very forgiving, and we can put it in the salad as long as I harvest it early in the morning, so it's not spicy. So some eggplants. I'm letting this artichoke become a flower, so Jonathan can see how pretty.
It actually pretty good reseeds itself.
Yes? Oh, good. These are currants, but I'm hiding them from the birds because they ate 90% of them already.
They left some.
Yes. So I'm harvesting those this weekend. And more tomatoes, more basil. And these are my plethora of peppers, the spicy and the non-spicy. And this year they're doing better than most years. I have a jalapeno pepper.
You should have more of those. You're Mexican, right?
Right.
They should like you better.
You have to water them with dishwater.
What?
Yes, jalapeno peppers, to make them spicy, you're supposed to water them with the water after you wash the dishes. That's what I was told.
Wow. That's an interesting piece of information.
I suppose they just like the phosphorus in the soap.
So what do you put in the soil?
In the soil this year I put, I show you what it is. It's over there actually. You can see the bag. Now,
It's a lot of clay here, right?
you know,
Not so much.
it became better if I do this thing. I wanted to show you this. If I cover it through the winter, when the spring comes, everything is beautiful and very easy to
till.
till.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's like concrete.
right.
So this one is waiting for the winter vegetables that will come in August.
So you just put some straw and cover with
With cardboard, yes,
for winter.
for the winter. Most of it will be covered for the winter,
I see.
except the ones that I will plant. Whatever gets
Right.
like
Right.
broccoli or whatever will go
But do you
here.
actually fertilize.
Yes, I do. I use my compost,
Right.
and this year I'm using the fish emulsion as the. This is what I use to feed it I feed them every week because these guys eat everything.
Exactly. These guys.
Yes. So these two cedar trees have the roots underneath, probably really deep.
Yeah.
And if I don't feed it every week, that's it. Even though it says every 3 weeks, but these guys.
they have appetite.
So there is no way to not feed it all the time. So this year I use this. It's an organic amendment that I have the sacks over there, and I put it in before I planted things, and it worked. It's feeding them, and it's feeding them. It's competition all the time. And then I found this amazing thing also. This is a beer that is $2.99. The reason I bought it is it's a plastic container with a screw top. And the slugs, the earwigs, and the roly-polies love it. So if you want to get rid of those, fill up a little cat container. I use this as the little cave so the irrigation doesn't make it wet. And I put it down, and everybody drowns drunkenly happily. But this is the best thing, and it's $2.99, and it doesn't break. So that's one of my bug killers. And then this is the other one. I use diatomaceous earth just about because I like most of the other bugs.
Well,
That's Mitzi and her bench.
well.
Oh, and we have potatoes in that black thing. Just come back every year. I didn't plant any this year. These are the forgotten ones.
I see.
And then we have the green zucchinis. They were having a hard time with the sun. And as I don't have enough bees, every morning I'm here with a brush. And
Really?
I pollinate the zucchinis and the cucumbers. I don't have enough bees. But I have somebody that likes my beans. That I do have. I put diatomaceous earth and it's still coming. So
Maybe it's beetles. Maybe they're flying beetles.
it could be bean beetles. And that's another cucumber here. But all of this is because I come and I do the pollinating. Otherwise there's none.
How long you been here?
In this
location?
it's about 13 years.
The house was here, but the garden was not here.
No,
Nothing.
this was just bare land.
Yeah.
Yes, none of the trees, only the madrones and the oaks were here.
The madrones usually show that there's a little bit more water. It's a lot of work, right?
Oh
To do
yes,
this.
oh yes.
So what would you say? What drives you to actually go out and do this and pollinate the flowers every day? You know?
Because I like to be outside, and I'm very grateful with the things actually. The plants are very grateful. I come in the morning, I take a little brush, I stick it in one flower, I stick it in the other, and then I get a cucumber. They're very grateful. And it's nice. It's nice to see that you can, how life works. An appreciation for bugs. You know, if I can attract more butterflies and more bees and more flying things, ladybugs, praying mantis, it will be fantastic. So that's my next project. So I'm planting all the rosemary and I'm planting all the lavender and some butterfly bushes to see if we can have more of these beneficial insects. And at this point, I even be happy with the non so beneficial. If they just go from flower to flower, I'll be very pleased. So that's what I'm trying not to kill too many things.
Yeah.
Most of these are wind pollinated, aren't they?
Really?
I will think so.
Maybe.
Because the bees don't come to make honey out of this. Only the redbud in the spring.
Okay.
It's the only one. And it gets about 3 or 4 different types of bees, bumblebees on it when it's in bloom. But it's too early to plant the vegetables.
Right. Right.
But I think the pine trees, they have, there's the pine
Yeah, the
nuts.
pines, I think that's wind.
It's wind, and the oaks probably too, because they have this yellow pollen goes everywhere. And the madrones have these little berries. Now, I don't know who's going to come and pollinate those. But it happens because we have lots of baby madrones back here.
Right.
And but it's between the desert and the mountains here.
It's supposed to be semi-desert climate here, right?
Yes?
Yeah. No moisture from May to sometimes end of October.
Right. There is no
Yeah.
moisture,
Right.
no rain.